Me now a little bit, and what my background in games. Obviously, I'm aware of the rough history of games to films, and it's always in the back of your mind. It's been tough. Not many people have pulled it off successfully. Certainly not to the scale that I would want Warcraft to be successful. I was never thinking, okay, how do I turn a video game into a great movie? I had an idea, having played Warcraft for a while, about what made me love Warcraft, and that was the idea that you could play on either side and be the hero. And that, I think, kind of lent itself to this idea of, okay, let's do a war movie where you've got heroes on both sides and you empathize with both sides. How do you make that work in a narrative sense and on a linear narrative path? How do you go back and forth between these two sides and find how they come into conflict and still care about both sides?
I definitely get the sense that you will make the orcs three-dimensional characters.
100%.
So would you say Orgrim is the heart and soul of this picture?
I'd say Orgrim is... I'd say Durotan is the heart of this picture, certainly on the orc side, but I would say Orgrim is in a way almost the eyes of the audience.
Duncan, how are you handling magic in the film? Because a lot of filmmakers, you just do too much, it looks corny, and some of them don't even want to touch it with a 10-foot pole.
It's kind of funny. Bill Westenhofer, who was our VFX supervisor on the film, is a hardcore Warcraft, World of Warcraft player, and he plays a mage, which really made it very easy to be able to say, all right, Bill, we have these spells at this moment, what are we casting? So working, with Bill and with the guys at Blizzard, I think we're very honest to the roots of the game, and also Bill came off of the back of Life of Pi, winning an Oscar on Life of Pi. He's fantastic at what he does. So in a lot of the time, the actual, the nuances of what magic would look like, I was very much in his hands. But he did an amazing job, and I think it works out. It works beautifully.
Do the pandas of Pandaria exist in your movie?
No.
Are we going to see any? Are there going to be
Too early.
Are there going to be any Easter eggs that World of Warcraft players does Leroy Jenkins make an appearance, anything like that?
There are certainly going to be Easter eggs, and I think the way we've done it, and I think it works. I think Peter Jackson probably must have gone through exactly the same process when he was doing the first Lord of the Rings movie. He probably had a less active and passionate fan base of Tolkien readers. Maybe, I don't know, maybe I'm wrong there. You guys have to argue that. But Warcraft fans, they live many hours of their life in that world and in that universe. Tolkien fans don't do that. Not in the same way. They read the books, they think about it, but they don't live in that world. Warcraft fans do. So I think there's a different level of engagement that Warcraft fans have. But Peter Jackson still had the same thing where he wanted to, he told this story and he needed to make sure that it was true to the universe of Tolkien, and then where he could plant the Easter eggs. We've done the same thing. I don't think it's in any way distracting for our broader audience, and this is very much a film which is designed to be approachable for people who know nothing about Warcraft. It's absolutely, that was key, is we wanted to tell a story that anyone could go to. But for those who do play Warcraft, there's a lot of stuff in there that they'll get a kick out of.
Now, what went through your mind, is this 20 years more of just fan base and millions of fans? When you decided to take on the project, were you worried, scared, confident?
I was doing fine until Blizzard, Chris Metzen reminded me that over the lifetime of the game, 100 million people have played it. That's a lot of people. That's a lot of passionate people. No, I mean, all I can do is try and deliver a film which works for me, and working with Blizzard and the other guys, making sure that it was true to their, to the spirit of what they've done. They've seen it. I don't think I'll get in trouble, but Chris Metzen cried. So I'm one of the few people who can boast I made Chris Metzen cry. I think we've made something that fans will definitely engage with and enjoy, but as importantly, a film which works for me on a filmic level for everyone.